Good evening. Today I'll be refuting the claim that the semester system at Capella Pomona is an effective alteration to the current quarter system. There were three secondary claims that were used to support this claim, which are: 1, the semester system offers students fewer classes; 2, the semester system does not give students the quick pace the quarter system provides; and 3, the semester system diminishes time for professors to work efficiently in their personal and professional lifespan. The first claim stated the semester system offers students fewer classes. There's no counterclaim or argument to this statement. It's really just an informative statement provided to this claim. The fact that fewer classes outside of one's major will be offered in a semester system is true, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not beneficial. St. Clair Community College in Ohio transitioned from a quarter system to a semester system as of fall of 2012, and has reported that students will only need to take 4 courses to maintain himself or herself as a full-time student, as is kind of similar to quarter systems. However, because there are fewer terms in a semester system, a student may wish to take more classes per term in order to graduate on time. Therefore, students will be pushed to take more classes that meet the requirements for their major, making it their main and only focus. The second claim stated the semester system does not give students the quick pace the quarter system provides. It was also added the semester system is undesirable for most because it does not offer the quick pace that the quarter system offers, which helps students stay on top of their feet and helps them stay motivated. However, according to Jamelia Nassar, a certified school counselor in the state of Indiana who has worked in the education field for 15 years, states that there are a vast majority of students who do not find the pace of quarter systems effective. She claims that there are also more students who prefer having more time between tests, therefore allowing them to be able to absorb more information that they are studying. Overall, this claim was generalized in stating that the quarter system was undesirable due to its fast pace, without taking an acknowledgement that there are also a great majority of students who prefer the slow pace of a semester system. The third and last claim states the semester system diminishes time for professors to work efficiently in their personal and professional lifespan. The claim is unclear. There's no clear idea expressed or supporting evidence in regards to the relationship between faculty members and the effect that semester systems will have on them, thus classifying it as an irrelevant statement due to its confusion and lack of clarification. Yet, St. Clair Community College states that faculty will be able to build stronger networking relationships with their classmates and will allow them to review, redesign, and update course curriculum and program requirements to ensure that they are giving the students the best education possible. Overall, his points were clear, but there was a lack of evidence to support his claims. The Daily Bruin and the Poly Post, which were the two main sources used to provide evidence, created a fallacy and appeal to authority, because none of the evidence provided came from a source with expertise on the subject, but instead was solely based on opinion. Therefore, the semester system should not be judged as to have such a negative impact on students or faculty in the near future.
All right, well, way too much reading, and you could use a little bit of energy, but the main points are labeled pretty clearly. I thought you summarized the advocate's claims in a straightforward manner. You signpost the points as you get to each of them. That's okay. You've got a good counterexample from Sinclair College on the first point, although it did sound a little bit confusing because it sounded at one point like the argument that you're presenting here is the same argument that the advocate was presenting about having more time to do particular kinds of things. I'm not exactly sure why it's a good idea to focus more of your energy on your major. If that's the result of the semester system, that's great, but tell us why that's something that's important to do. On the quick pace argument, You've got a piece of testimony evidence that you're going to offer here, which is okay. Contrasted, I think, a little bit more with the evidence that the advocate presented on this issue, and I think that that would make it easier. You've got somebody that you say is an expert versus the general opinions of students that are being cited by the advocate, and then your authority might be given greater credibility and weight. And the idea that the vast majority of students don't find the quarter system to be effective because they would prefer to have the extra time. I like the idea of that argument, but once again, I think you run into the same problem that the advocate has. It's a piece of opinion, and I'm not exactly sure what it's based on, except that we have an expert here who is supposed to know versus the general opinions that are being cited before. And your basic third argument, your argument on the third point is that it's not particularly clear. And I don't remember that it was particularly unclear. I don't know how important it was. The relevance issue, I think, is also important. How are we going to measure effectiveness, and why is that a part of the faculty load, and how does research fit into that? There are good questions to ask there, but I'm not sure that either side asked those questions very effectively. I did like the idea that you criticized the two sources that the advocate presented, suggesting that they're just opinion evidence. But remember, what's important is not that it's just opinion evidence, but what kind of opinion. In this particular case, it was not the opinion of somebody who's a scholar in that field or somebody who's done research. It's the opinion of students who might be either faced with changing from one system to another or requesting that we keep one system over the other. And not to say that students don't know what they want. They know what they want. They have an opinion on those things. But there's a diversity of opinion too, like you said before. And I don't think that either of the sources that were cited by the advocate indicated any kind of preponderance of opinion one way or the other. All right, thank you.